Right, good morning, guys and girls. So we're on a Bitcoin daily time frame. So I just wanted to show you this value area low. So that's from right there, from the beginning of last year January, beginning of last year January, and there's our value area low. So that was quite an important level. There that it moved down as the week or the 2 weeks progressed while we were in this little range here. That area was approximately where we are right now, our price, but it moved down and now it's actually quite bullish. Bitcoin looks quite strong here. Okay, I'm just going to take you through my levels and through my trades that I took in this range that we have here. Been going on basically. Okay, the first drop on there, the range started forming on the 13th of May, so that's exactly 2 weeks. So my first level that I'm watching is a Fibonacci speed fan. I'm just gonna zoom out a bit so you see where it is. So it's from the all-time high to this low that we put in here. I'll just get it on that with a magnet. Yeah, so definitely there, that 618 level was respected, so I'm definitely going to watch there for it's going to act as resistance. Okay, so then we have some on the short time frame or a lower time frame on the 1 hour. We had a quick move up here, so normally when you have a quick move up, then you have a quick move down. We might find some support on the looking to the left on the chart, but we've got these single prints here, so if you want to mark them on your chart, we might come back to just retest them or close them. They normally act as magnets. While we're on it, let's just see where we are with our Fibonacci pull. You see, if we come down, retrace to here, we are going to close those single prints, and we might just find support on the top of this area here with these highs there. I'm just going to remove that and close the single prints, and then our trusted friend, the fixed range pull. I'm going to sort of keep this on here. You can see, look how well it's been respected there, and no surprises, we've just reacted off there. There's another reaction if you look left, that there was a swing failure of those highs there. I'm going to scroll down. My swing failure patterns are quite low down here. I'll put them on. You can see we tapped that one there. That was the highest one there, and the next one up is up there. So there's always a reaction of these previous highs. I'm going to close that and we go back to the top again. Then I have a smaller fixed range just to show you the reactions here of from the low. So basically from the low and the build up back to the top. So if you zoom in there, look at that point of control. Beautiful reactions there. And then last night, that's why I keep this value area low from January last year. So that's a hugely important level. So there were some reactions there. Took the bounce last night and we just moved a little bit of reaction around the point of control, and there was a back test of the value area high and then a push up to the top. So beautiful reaction. Okay, the next one level that I want to share with you is this Fibonacci pull from the low here to the top, to the high of the range. My level's not 100% accurate. Okay, there's better. So just keep this in mind. We still haven't tested or back tested this golden pocket, or the CC, which we've changed the name to the CC. So just keep that in mind. We might come back here and just retest this one to get a very good momentum or a launch to the top. Another Fibonacci that I wanted to show, just off that high there. Well, that was the previous week. That was last week's high and last week's low. Just going to zoom in here and you can see how these levels were respected. Beautiful bounces off there. So these are Fibonacci I use to do my small trades. And look at that test up there, That was the 854 yard test, go through, back test, go through to, that was the previous high, obviously last week's high. So I think we've just swing failure that. It still hasn't decided if it wants to pull back hard, maybe back to the VWAP. I think that'll be a healthy pullback, and that's also that previous high, or that's like a support resistance flip. So it'll be a beautiful springboard for it there if that happens. Let's take you through my other levels here. So that was the range high and the range low. I'm going to zoom in here just quickly so you can see these levels been really well respected. Look there, come down to the 50% through back test, up we go. Really nice reactions here. Also something else we need to keep our mind or our eye on is the CME gap. I've spoken about the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It's always, for some reason, it's quite a important level. So that's where it closed on Friday. So we opened above it and we went up. So there's a gap. So the market normally wants to come back and close that. Let me just check that. That's not going to do it, the 382, because that's also if Bitcoin comes down and touches the 382 and goes up. That'll be a really strong sign of strength, you know, if it doesn't go right down to the CC. And then I had this resistance line up here, but there wasn't much reaction, so I had it on there and on that touch there. But I zoomed in lower time frame, there wasn't a reaction there, so that's not such a strong level. So this anchored VWAP is from the low here, and you can see it was quite well respected there, and it kept us down, and once we went through that, I think that's when there was no resistance up to where we are right now. I'm not going to show you that. Then I'm going to take you through my trades that I did in this little range we've had here. So I'm just going to go with my first trade that started off. That was the good one. That was my swing trade. I got in a little bit late, and obviously that's now there was a pullback there. Let me just zoom in there for you. There was a pullback there. There was better places to enter, but anyway, it is what it is. I got in there, and that cost me dearly. So I did take I didn't want to take heavy profits because this was my swing trade. I thought this was going to take me to the top, and I added 25% of my trade. I closed quite high up here somewhere, just so that I can move my stop loss to entry. And then when it came here, you can see that little wick there took me out. So really sad about that, but like I said, it is what it is. And then probably gonna have to zoom in here a little bit to be able to show you. There was a short, got in there, when I took 20% or closed 20% of sorry, I closed 30% of my trade there, 20% there, and then it went back up and it stopped me out. There's a wick there that stopped me out, if you can see it on there. Anyway, but it was a winning trade. It could have actually gone down and closed my complete trade, or up to 80% of my trade down there. That was number 2. So I only started numbering here, so that was looks like I took 12 trades in this range here. Then I had this trade. So I had multiple entries here. I waited for a retest, and you'll see all my Fibonacci's. And then my first take profit was there, 25%, another 25% there, and another 25% there. So 75% closed for that trade, and then I got stopped out. So that was a really good trade there. And then this trade was a short. So I nearly got the top. Beautiful trade. 25%, 25%, 20. So 75% of my position was closed. I did make a mistake, however. Here I tried to move my stop loss, and then I closed the trade, complete trade. So otherwise I would have had another 25% right to the bottom. But those mistakes get journaled, and I try not to make them twice. So there also multiple entry, take profit 1, and then I got stopped out, and then it went up. So also quite a good entry there. My fourth trade was this one, entry there, take profit 1 there, take profit 2, and then I got stopped out. Also quite nice, 50% closed in profit. And then my fifth trade, never realized I just set it up, so I should actually just delete this one. Sixth trade, okay, this was a dead loss, made a mistake. I actually went back and I wrote quite a long journal entry about this. So that was, I think, the GDP news that came out from America. So the rest, the setup was perfect. There was bullish divergences. So this trade I would take any day again. It was one of the better setups anyway. A really strong setup. And it's just shit happens. Someone else on the other side of the world decides otherwise, and then your trade goes south. There's also my setup. Yeah, just take profit 1. Luckily I had quite a high take profit 1, 33%, and then I got stopped out. And then my 8th trade, I think I'm still in this one. Yes, yeah, this was from the weekend. Got in a bit early. I should have, yeah, anyway, is what it is. I also had a multiple entry, so first entry there, another entry there, and another entry down there. And then take profit was there over the weekend. Another one last night, another one early hours of this morning. So this one is at 60% closed already, and I'm gonna leave the rest for a real sign of weakness before I close that. And then last night also I saw this, there were some Fibonacci levels, and it hit my level and it retraced, so I put a little short in there. And there you see I had quite a good entry. My stop loss was higher initially. I got in a bit early and then it moved up. I put my stop loss a little bit higher. I stayed in the trade and then take profit 1, take profit 2. But look at these levels. My take profit 1, there was a very nice reaction there, and my take profit 2 was the perfect turn, and it went back up. So I think that was 35% and 15%, so that's 50%. And then my stop loss was at entry, and then I got stopped out during the early hours of this morning. And then trade number 10, it's actually where I've just got into a little short here of the swing failure, so it just didn't pick up my take profit 1. But I sort of feel I need to be in a short here because I've got longs running from the bottom here. So I don't want to miss the top. I mean, if this is the top and the range keeps on holding, you know, the saying goes, trade the range until it breaks. So I have to short from here, and if I'm wrong, then I've got a long from the bottom here taking me up. So I'm just that little piece there. I won't make profit because I will be in a loss in this little trade, but I'll be in a win in the one from the bottom. So that's quite a long story. And then I was also trading some altcoins. I got into Atom or Cosmos, the other name. So I also had a multiple entry there, so I got in a prematurely, but I thought, let me just go in there, you'll see it went up, and I thought it showed a bit of strength, and I thought I'd missed this entry, but it actually moved to another level down. Once again, those Fibonacci levels, look at that level just holding there. So I've taken profit there, and my stop loss is at entry, and hopefully I'm just front running that Fibonacci level. That's quite an important Fibonacci level. Front running that, and then the rest I'll still decide on. Then I'm also in GRT or graph. Let's wait for it to load. Oh, sorry, it's on USDT. There you can also see, also once again, I just one level too early. It actually pushed down one more level to my next Fibonacci level, but once again, last night took profit. My stop loss is at entry, and so these are all risk-free trades. So the only trade that's still in risk is this little short I've got going from the top there, but all the others are risk-free and in profit. Then I've also got Monero. Monero is like a it's also just a payment method like Bitcoin and Ripple. Probably Ripple also claim they're just a form of payment. So there I got quite a good entry. Take profit 1 already taken, and stop loss moved to entry. So this was quite Monero showed quite a strength. You know, the chart looks completely different to Bitcoin from that low there. If you look at Bitcoin from that low, we're in completely sideways. So that's one of, normally in a alt season when you have a sideways range, Bitcoin moves sideways, then the altcoins pump. So there were about 3 coins that showed strength, and the other one was AVAX. I took a short on AVAX, so that's the 3. So I've taken, what's that, 10, 11, 12, that's 15 trades. So you'll see, once again, AVAX showed really good strength over the weekend and had a really serious run, and I thought, oh, I must get in here. And then I realized it's hit that Fibonacci, that CC, or the golden pocket. And then I realized there's going to be a bit of a pullback, and I got into a little short there. Take profit 1. There was a bit of a front run of this CC here, but once it hit take profit 1, I moved my stop loss to entry, so that was also a winning trade. So out of all of these, only 1 loss out of 15 trades. No, that's wrong. I did have 4 altcoin losses as well. So it wasn't it was 19 trades. So it was 5 losses out of 19 trades. Yeah. So 11 wins. So that's quite good. So yeah, my confidence is definitely building. I'm not overly confident, but I'm journaling all my trades and learning from the mistakes, and trying to become a professional and a full-time trader. So that's it, long rambling, and I hope you've found some nuggets and some advice and some info that you can use in my video today. So keep your eyes on the charts, and if there's any questions, just pop them as a message, in the YouTube below the video, and I'll make sure to answer that. Right? Talk to you guys soon. Cheers.